again, viewers. Crichton Prime here again, coming at you from Crity TV on Icon. Welcome back to my next overview for Beast Wars Transformers. For this episode, Dinobot makes the ultimate sacrifice to save those who are still to come in Code of Hero. At a time when the early humans are destined to emerge from a small village, Dinobot is at the base still feeling guilty about his recent defection back to the Predacons, and yeah, he's feeling bad and everything. I think he was trying to kill himself earlier whilst he was meditating. He was holding the blade over his chest, and then Rat Trap goes and rubs it all in when they meet again, and yeah, and Dinobot's agreeing with Rat Trap's words, saying monologues like "a deed once done cannot be undone." Kind of right about that, but he's going to try and mitigate this by going off on his own to try and sort things out. Meanwhile, Megatron's testing out the golden disc at last, and much to Dinobot's discovery, whilst he's led there by tarantulas, he kind of ambushed him earlier, Megatron has a mounted destroyed, and using a projection from the future, using from the golden disc, the image changes. So Megatron, essentially with this disc, has the power to change the future. And what does he do? Plans to destroy the humans. Yeah, so they won't be alive now to help the Autobots in the Great War. And Dinobot, yeah, not waiting for the Maximals, decides to go it alone, battling on against impossible odds here. So let the battle be joined. One lonely turncoat battling on against impossible odds. Megatron's almost touched. But fortunately for him, such moments pass, and using Quick Strike and Distraction, he kidnaps an early human, so he can use him as a sort of bargain chip. So Dinobot's sort of taken out all the Predacons at this point, and he's standing alone against Megatron, and Megatron's got this early human at his mercy, and Dinobot, well, improvising, uses a stick and a sort of a rock, using that as a hammer, whacking Megatron aside and destroying the golden disc at the very last of his energy and setting the human free. So the human watching all this was kind of inspired. Well, if you watch the episode, you'll see by the end of the episode. So in the aftermath, as the humans are all saved by this one lonely turncoat, the Maximals have finally arrived and are sort of gathering around him as he's dying, and having them tell his tale to those who ask. You know, the ill deeds along with the good, and he's ending with a sort of a bit of a Shakespearean monologue, just that's our Dinobot, we all love him. And his last words are, "The rest is silence." A bit of an extract from Hamlet, as it were. And Rat Trap, along with all the other Maximals, salute him as his Spock joins the Matrix, along with the rest of the greatest Cybertron. Oh, I tip my hat to him. And yeah, then his body sort of evaporated at a funeral, which is a very emotional moment. An emotional moment which is ruined by a technical continuity error in which Rat Trap here is the wrong Rat Trap. Yeah. I've got to get this on my chest. The animators were looking at this, viewing this over hundreds of times. They didn't notice this one technical error, and only we fans noticed. It's so annoying. Anyway, I tip my hat to you, sir. Hope you enjoy this episode when you see it. If you haven't already, trust me, you will cry. Coming next, a freakish crowd becomes friends with a freak of nature in Transmutate.